All right, folks, welcome back to part 2 of our broadcast. I had to switch phones. And hopefully the audio is going to come in just a little bit better on this one. You never know. Technology, right? Who would have thought everything's integrated into networking? Give me 1 second here while I try to check everything, make sure everything's on the up and up. Does appear as though this is going to be the best that we get here for this camera. Sorry again, folks. Working out the kinks here on Cool FM Live. We're going into the bottom of the third inning with the Valley Union Blue Devils up 8-0 in this ball game against the DUNCAN Wildcats. Be a high fly ball right at me. We rejoin action 0-2 the count. Cannot apologize to everyone enough about the way this broadcast is going right now. But the good thing is the Valley Union Blue Devils are up 8-0 against the DUNCAN Wildcats, and that's all we really care about, right? Somewhere my bro in Cochise County, my co-broadcaster, see, that's why I don't do that crap. The 0-2 home. That one's going to hit him. Did he swing? He did. That actually hit the bat, so that's going to be out number 1 for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Going back to the top of the lineup with Dylan Mitchell, 2 for 2 in this ball game, a triple, 2 runs scored, 7 strikeouts on the plate as well. Unfortunately, what we did miss as we were switching phones is we had a stolen home attempt from the DUNCAN Wildcats, but Dylan Mitchell and Yahir Luna combined to put that one away and stop that bases-loaded jam that they were in. That one's going to be thrown at Dylan Mitchell's head, over his head, 1-0 the count. Home to Dylan Mitchell. That's going to be too high, 2-0 the count. One thing I forgot about baseball season, I was so excited to broadcast it, is all weird, their ugly heads as well. I'm 2-0 home to Dylan Mitchell. This one's going to be outside, 3-0 now the count. Crazy, crazy wind out here today in Elfrida, Arizona, home of the Valley Union Blue Devils. That one's going to be too tall. Dylan Mitchell takes first base. We're not going to get to see the first base. We're going to go ahead and just keep the the camera where it is. And we're just going to enjoy the broadcast that we got. That's going to bring up Miles Richardson. Miles Richardson, one away here in the bottom of the third. Valley Union in complete control of this ball game. Pickoff attempt at first. Dylan Mitchell able to get back. Back in there. Off of first. And that's going to be a balk. Mitchell's going to go ahead and go to second base. And Miles Richardson goes to first. The runners on first and second. For the Valley Union Blue Devils, I think it's 4 innings is the mercy rule. You have to play at least 4 innings. But right now, the Valley Union Blue Devils threatening that. That's what I thought. Okay, Miles Richardson does go back. But that does move Dylan Mitchell into scoring position. A big mistake from the Duncan Wildcats. And this one's going to be shot high in the air to the center. Does it get down? It does. Dylan Mitchell stays at second. Miles Richardson on. It was a tough play out in left field. And Duncan could not corral it defensively. That will bring up Steven De La Cruz, number 22 for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Runners on first and second. That one's going to be inside. Dylan Mitchell going to third. And no throw down. The runners on first and third now for the Valley Union Blue Devils in the bottom of the third inning. This one's going to be ripped right back up the center field. That's going to get through. Dylan Mitchell, his third run of the ball game. And an RBI single for Steven De La Cruz makes it 9-0. Valley Union on top. That brings up Yahir Luna for the Blue Devils. And there's the win back. Just when we figured out the broadcast. Took 2 hours, but we got it, folks. Maybe. Who knows? That one's on the outside corner. Strike one. Runners on first and second. 9-0. Valley Union Blue Devils on top. It says 9-1 up there on the scoreboard. I wonder if I missed one. Either which way, that ball's going to get through, and that's going to be Miles Richardson coming in, making it 10-1. Valley Union on top. I swear it's 10-0. Maybe Duncan did get a run in while I was sitting here messing up everything. 10-1. That brings up Marshall Larson for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Larson with the hit of the game so far. Gapped it for a triple. Dylan Mitchell had a triple as well, but I'm a sucker for gaps. This one's going to be shot down the third baseline. It's going to get foul. Owen won the count. Oh, I forgot to reset the. That's a strike. Scoreboard says 10. I swear it's 10-0, but whatever. The 0-1 home. That one's going to be low and outside. 1-1 the count. There's this contingency of fans right next to me. I mean, it is cold out here, folks, so all credit to the Valley Union faithful who stuck around for this one. That one's going to be low and outside. 2-1 the count.
One away in the bottom of the third inning. This one's going to be shot towards first and second. That's going to get through. Ball was going to be hit. That's going to be runner interference. So unfortunate there for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Larson gapped it between first and second, but it hits the base runner. Now Steven De La Cruz has to go back to second base with 2 away. That's going to bring up Michael Durazo for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Did they count the run? What is going on? The scoreboard says 11-1. I'm just going to update with the scoreboard. I missed an inning. Durazo, foul tip on that one. That's going to be strike 1. 2 away in the bottom of the third inning. Nope, still 10-1 Valley Union. If there is anyone watching out there, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you stuck around through all of the problems that I had created. Part 2 of our Valley Union versus Duncan High School baseball game. The 0-2 home to Durazo. That one's over his head. Runner going to go down to third. Ball's going to be thrown into left field. That's going to be the 11th run of the ball game for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Runner on second, 11-1. Don't worry, folks. Our broadcasts are going to be much better as the season goes on. All technical difficulties. It's hard to get back into a ball game after you have to sit here and be a producer forever. And this ball's going to get away too. Larson goes over to third, 11-1. Valley Union with that 10-run lead. I think it is 4 innings. Might be 5. After 4 or 5 innings, the mercy rule does come in high school baseball.
Head coach Jesse Mitchell for the Valley Union Blue Devils has to be ecstatic with how this is turning out. That's not comfortable for the umpire. That ball gets all the way through off the umpire's mask. Hopefully he's okay. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Durazo is on first, and I think that was the 3rd ball. Yeah, so Valley Union tried to get a free base runner. Michael Durazo done a good job battling back down from 0-2 to make it 3-2.
Michael, drive it somewhere.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That one's going to be ball 4 this time for real. Two outs, runners at the corners for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Setting up to play for the Valley Union Blue Devils is going to be Brian Two Moons, as we have head coach Brent Jensen talking to his pitcher and catcher. Like everything is in order. Umpire behind the plate appears to be okay. Runners at the corners. Valley Union in complete control of this game from the word go. It is 11-1. It took a 3-0 lead in the 1st inning. Extended that to 8-0 in the 2nd. Now 11-1 in the 3rd. That one's right over. That's going to be strike 1. No throw down. That runner's going to go to second base. Runners now at 2nd and 3rd for the Valley Union Blue Devils. 0-1 home to Brian Two Moons. That's outside, 1-1 to count. 1-1 home. That one's going to be a late swing, 1-2. The fastball right by him.
No. She runs like Tyler.
1-2 home to 2 moons. This one's going to be shot foul. Happy to report all cars are safe. 1-2 the count. Bottom of the third inning, 2 outs in this ball. The Valley Union dugout starting to get a little bit chattery over there. Love to hear it. Strike 3. That's going to get Duncan out of the inning. We go to the top of the 4th inning. The Valley Union Blue Devils on top 11-1. I do believe this is the Mercy Rule ending. Could be 5. I think it's 4 though. After 4 innings, it's a 10-run lead. Man, it looks like we're going to get a pitching change on the mound. Coach Jesse Missler from the Valley Union Blue Devils. Sounds like that's something he wants to do, but in between these innings, folks, I'd like to thank the people that make this free broadcast on Cool FM Live possible. And the way I've performed today, you understand why it's free. First Synergy Home Care Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care all across Cochise County. That does mean Elfrida, Arizona. A couple clients out here, as a matter of fact. And speaking of Elfrida, Arizona, Bruce Wett. Arizona. But you can call Synergy today to provide non-medical home care for your loved ones. 506-851-035. Now for the Valley Union Blue Devils. Also, thank you so for Spring Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. Thank you as well to the Morse Automotive of Cochise County. You can drive in anywhere. Thank you as well to the Sherry Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call up to real estate experts at 717-599-2439. Thank you to the Copper Creek Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have clinics in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas that provide the highest quality services to outpatients and patients of all ages. Thank you to Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Dylan Mitchell goes over to shortstop. De La Cruz on the bump. You hear Looney stays behind the dish. A little bit surprising. Dylan Mitchell, one of the better catchers in Cochise County as well. He's a do-it-all player for the Valley Union Blue Devils. What we like to call a super short. Tomorrow we'll be in Wilcox, Arizona for the Wilcox Yellow Jackets. That will be a broadcast for me as well. Sorry to say, everybody. Wednesday we'll be in Benson, Arizona for the Bisbee Pumas, traveling to Benson to take on those Bobcats. Thursday we stay in Bisbee, with Bisbee at least, Bisbee, Arizona, as they take on Santa Cruz. And then Friday we have 2 broadcasts going on. We have the Tombstone Yellow Jackets against the Benson Bobcats and the Buena Colts, their home opener against Casa Grande. Every single broadcast will be much better than this one, I promise.